Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and a happy new year. Hope everyone's doing well. So let me get straight into this. I was inspired by a research paper that I read, a published peer-reviewed research paper that can be found on PubMed, which is where all the official research papers go. I was inspired by this specific research paper to use an essential oil blend to use on my scalp and try to grow my hair, thicken my hair, whatever positive result that my hair can possibly experience. I'm usually not one to jump on these natural oil, essential oil bandwagons. Ever since I started experiencing hair loss, a lot of people have told me, why don't you use this concoction on your scalp? And I never really paid that much attention to it. But since there's some science supporting this new treatment that I'm gonna try out, I figured I'll tell you about it. I actually started it today, and if you would like, you can join me on this journey, and hopefully we can document if there are going to be any positive results using this treatment. So before I tell you what I'm going to use on my hair, let me tell you a little bit about this research paper. I'm going to link it in the description box below so that everyone can read it. But to give you the gist of it, what happened was researchers took mice. Now, bear with me. I know they're not humans, but they took mice and they divided these mice into 4 groups. They shaved the mice down completely. And the first group, they took saline solution and rubbed it on the mice's skin, shaved skin. The second group just got jojoba oil. The third group got 3% minoxidil. And the fourth group got 3% peppermint oil solution, where they mixed the peppermint oil with the jojoba oil and tested it out to see, what would happen in a few weeks. The peppermint oil solution, the 3% peppermint oil solution group, blew the rest of the groups out of the water. I mean, they grew back so much hair, while the other groups didn't do that well. I mean, the minoxidil group did fairly okay, but the peppermint oil group did even better than the minoxidil group, which to me was surprising. And the reasoning behind it, they think, is because peppermint oil increases insulin growth factor expression around the hair follicles, and what they have discovered is, like insulin growth factor and all these growth factors are really good for hair growth. What surprised me is that the mice who got this peppermint oil solution, right, the skin thickness increased, which is actually a positive thing, because for women who have androgenetic alopecia and men, the scalp thickness starts to decrease. So peppermint oil not only increased the skin thickness, mind you, they don't have scalps like we do, but it increased the skin thickness. And also on top of that, they found that there were new hair follicles, which was quite surprising to me, because I've never heard of anything that increases the number of hair follicles. I'm even a little skeptical of this claim, but then again, it's a peer-reviewed published paper, so I mean, if that is true, that's incredible, right? That's amazing to have new hair follicles. Mind you, we have to remember a couple of things about this study. One, they're using mice. If you guys have ever paid attention to like hair loss clinical trials, mice always respond beautifully to many types of hair loss treatments. And when they get to humans don't respond as well. and there's always a joke, right? Like mice, mice baldness can be cured so easily. Like there's so many treatments for mice. So if mice started losing hair, they have everything in the world working for them. And the second thing that we have to remember is that these are not mouse models who have androgenetic alopecia. You know, these are mice that are perfectly healthy, have no issues growing hair. They were just shaved. They don't have a disease that is stifling their hair growth. That being said, I am willing to give this a shot because one, it looks like it increases insulin growth factor, which we women with androgenetic alopecia need. And the second thing is that it increases the number of hair follicles, which again, I'm a little bit in disbelief, but my God, I mean, we totally would love to have that happen to us. So I'm starting today, and this is what I'm going to do. Every 3 days or so, I'm not going to do this more than twice a week. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a coconut oil, peppermint oil mix, and then massage it into my scalp, leave it there for about a couple hours, and then, you know, wash it out in the shower. Now, disclaimer, I would not take like pure peppermint oil and rub it into your scalp. It will burn your scalp, you will get dermatitis, and your hair will look way worse than it did before. Your scalp health will diminish. Whenever you use an essential oil like peppermint oil, you must always mix it with some type of a serum or a carrier oil. Use 3% peppermint oil like they did in the study, you know, and make sure that you are getting the peppermint oil from a place that is actually well reputed. Like, don't go to Amazon and get those cheap, low brand peppermint oils. I would use something like Garden Eden or something like that to make sure that, you know, you're getting something that is truly, truly authentic. So, and you know, to make a 3% peppermint oil solution, I would just take like 97 milliliters of coconut oil, right? And put 3 milliliters of peppermint oil, and there you go. You have your 3% solution. If you want to emulate the study, take 97 milliliters of jojoba oil, 3 milliliters of peppermint oil. You have a 3% peppermint solution. And you can use that however many times you want. I personally don't want to do it for more than couple times a week because I don't really think that oiling the scalp every day is a good idea. And on top of that, I am going to use a daily peppermint oil serum that is not oily on my scalp. I kind of want to use it like how someone would use minoxidil. You know, if you were given a 5% minoxidil solution, what would you usually do? Use it every night. Some people use it twice a day, but let's say, you know, once a day, you rub it onto your scalp and then you go to sleep. So what I did was I used a hair serum that I have. I used this one, Iprovaj, however you say the name of it. And it has like 60 milliliters in it. And I added a couple milliliters of peppermint oil in here and made myself like a 3 to 4% peppermint oil serum solution. And I'm going to use this every night and see how my hair responds. I'm going to do this for about 3 months, you guys, and I will report back to you with results. If you want to join me on this journey, I welcome you. Please leave a comment if you do see results as you continue to use this. Also, if there's anyone who has already used peppermint oil for hair regrowth, I would be very interested in hearing about your results. So this may work, this may not work. I really don't have that many high hopes, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Why not? I've tried everything. The only thing that has worked for me is Western medication, but let's see how far this takes us. All right. Thank you. Take care. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.